Hey guys, welcome back to the Effortless Podcast. It's actually, I said that wrong. It's Kenz.
And Shell.
Welcome back.
I thought you were going to say it again.
Apparently, I just don't know how to do this anymore. If you're watching this episode, ignore Shelly on the floor. Actually, they might not even be able to see it. Maybe. I don't know. Shelly fell off the wall. I made sure mine was up really good.
I know.
Apparently not yours.
My frame was falling off, so then she just ripped me off the wall.
I know. I need to get better frames. They're like the poster frames.
Mm-hmm.
So they like cheap
AF from Target.
I think so, yeah. Anyways, when we were deciding what to talk about today, we couldn't really come up with a specific topic that we wanted to talk about. So we're just going to talk about
like rando.
Let's talk about your man that wants to get to know you first.
Oh my gosh.
The one that slides into your DMs on a reg.
Honestly, he sounds like a really nice guy. I just feel like
what's the issue?
First of all, I think I haven't dated in such a long time. So this is normal now, but it's really kind of strange to me that it's like people want to like get to know you, but like he lives like across the country. Oh, so really? To me, I'm like, what's not in a rude way, but like, I'm just like, why would I start messaging you and like get to know? And then like, are you going to fly to me or you know what I mean? Or
I guess like, I didn't realize he didn't live here.
Well, And then, because the other day,
one guy like last year that was same situation and you actually did get to know him.
I did.
And then
I was like,
weird.
No.
Yeah.
Never again.
But that is,
it's just like a weird,
even, like entertain the idea.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Unless he really feels like the one. So you're not going to get to know him.
I just feel like there's not really a point to.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because you never see them. And like, honestly, they could be, even the guy that I kind of had talked to, and like not even like in a relationship remotely even close to it, but like we just messaged back and forth.
We ended up talking on the phone a lot and FaceTiming.
Yes, we would FaceTime. But I mean, like, but even that, like, he could have been whoever.
I still don't even remember his name.
No.
I honestly cannot remember his name. Dan. Kevin. Dan. It was like a name that we like.
It was like a very, I want to say like,
name.
Yeah, I almost said generic name.
Well, it was, I think.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't remember.
Anyways, you guys FaceTimed for a while.
For like, it seemed like so long.
I was
like
dying
2 weeks.
Because the other day I was talking to Greg and he was like, I think I could actually like try harder at finding somebody for Shelly. And I'm like, why have you been holding back? And I'm like, and what do you even mean by that? He's like, well, I think I actually probably could reach out to some people that are like around our age that are, like good, successful guys. And I was like,
oh, wow. Okay. He's been holding out on me?
Yeah, apparently he has.
Greg, we need to chat.
So hopefully Greg will come up with some
hopefully
fellas for you.
But also I kind of feel like, I think I probably said this in my relationship or in the relationship episodes, but there was a time when I was like panicked, like felt like I had to like date somebody or I had to like be with somebody or I was really trying to find somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I almost just knocked that over. But now that I've gone through like so much of just like healing and like
healed.
Yeah, and like worked on myself,
mm-hmm.
I'm so like chill.
You are.
I am so chill.
It's like you're high all the time.
Yeah, like I just have like...
Not that you've actually ever been high.
No, I haven't. But I mean, just...
That's what I imagine you being like when you're high.
I'm just like...
Whatever.
Everything's good.
Island boy. That's kind of like what you're like right now.
Yeah. It's just like... Life is good. Like, I'm just like so doing me. Yes. Like, good vibes only. Focus on me. And just like literally doing whatever I want to do to like make me better. And it's almost like a better situation.
Oh, for sure. Well, and there's no, the thing is if you're just like, I need to find somebody like that.
Because I feel like society like, kind of
like anxious.
Yeah. Anxiety. And so society kind of like makes you feel a little bit like that. And so it's like you have to, being like in your early 30s, you're not married, and if you want to have kids as a female, like for sure that is probably kind of
another thing Greg and I were talking about that's annoying though as a female is that like for guys
Oh, yeah.
Like when say you're a guy is 33 or whatever, like I feel like can date or be with somebody like 23 to 36 or whatever. It's like
their age.
They can be, obviously they can choose whatever age gap they want. But like for you don't want to date anybody younger than like 30. So
right.
It really like eliminates. So it's like way less fair.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Or, like
I agree.
I had never thought about it. And then I was like talking to Greg too. And we were like, trying to hook you up with people as we do. Or we talk about like, and I'm like, that's like not fair. But you're going to find the perfect guy.
Yeah. I'm like so not worried about it. If you would have asked me this like 2 years ago, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to like find somebody. Yeah. But I'm like.
And you're like a 11 out of 10. So no, maybe a 12.
It'll
13.
be, I mean, it'll happen when it happens. But I just feel like I am in a very like happy.
Good.
Place. Very
happy for you.
Joyful.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
And I can't be having boyfriends right now because, as we mentioned, I am a head coach of the third grade basketball team. And so
very important.
I honestly have no time for boys.
Except for
boys. My 8-year-old team.
Right.
My 8-year-old.
They need you right now.
They need me focused.
Attentive.
Uh-huh.
Can't be having no boyfriends in the stand.
Absolutely not.
Trying to distract you.
I can't be having to fight with my boyfriend and then having to go to a game and coach.
That would no.
Like, not okay.
So maybe after the season.
Maybe after the season, depending on how the season goes. Greg and I went to our coach's clinic this morning. It was real. It was good. We read the... We don't. That's a good question.
Get to make up the name?
I think they do because it's not like there was like, or it didn't say. So I'm assuming we get to come up with our own team. But it was funny because Greg and I were reading the rules because for like each grade level they have different rules.
Yeah.
And the one that really stood out to Greg was that it's very specific that only one coach can stand at a time.
Who's going to be the primary stander? You, because you're the head coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then he was quick to point out that the ref can also tell both coaches to have a seat if needed.
And then that's when I step in.
Right.
As team mom.
/ team photographer.
I'm not bringing my...
why wouldn't you get some action shots?
I don't know. It's not really my... Well...
It can be.
I don't know.
Because then after us, the next step is Blazers.
Honestly. I would love to be a photographer.
I mean, how fun would that be?
Courtside every game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, can we just talk about how we've been going to Blazer games and it's like so much fun.
It's so fun.
It's like the best activity ever.
Our own little world.
Yeah. We love it.
It is so fun. Or it's just like a fun activity. Mm-hmm. And it's like...
it's fitting for us.
It's very fitting. I feel like obviously it's like how we met.
Back in the day, ballers. Your shadow box. Can't forget your shadow box.
I didn't even know that that's what it was called when
we have the black hair underneath and the white or blonde
on top.
I still just remember that you like offered me a Band-Aid and that's in. But then like later we had anatomy together.
Mm-hmm.
I also remembered anatomy. I got a better grade than you on the first test.
I was panicked.
I got like a C and you must have got like a D. Maybe. You were struggling and I was like, whoa, C's get degrees. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I'm like smarter than her. And then I failed chemistry 3 times and you really came through.
Remember that? It's like I took my first college exam and I was terrified.
I know.
I don't know why I was like so nervous.
Yeah.
Because it was college. I don't know.
I don't know why I remember that though. I remember you did bad on the first test and you were like panicking.
Because I like never get...
Yeah.
I mean, before that, I'd like...
Because you're like a straight A student.
Yeah.
And I'm over here like, if I can get C's in everything, like slide some D's in if it still works.
In grades, not other D's.
Shelly, don't.
You just said that so...
Goodness. I am a wholesome young woman.
Also, I just want to say your daughter started calling me that. Shelly Dawn. Jovi started saying that.
I'm like, what do you mean?
No. She looked at me. Shelly Dawn.
Oh, Jovi. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the only thing she's calling you.
I know. Can you talk about that?
This makes me look like such a bad parent.
No, it doesn't?
It does, but it's fine. We're going to be open and transparent on the podcast.
I don't think, I mean, every little kid. So, like, if a little kid finds out that a bad word is a bad word, like,
they love it.
They're going to say it because it's, number one, funny.
Right.
And number two, it's
she's
just
mad, though, when she uses it. So, like, she somehow found out that shit is a bad word. And I don't know where.
I mean, she has older siblings. She, like, is around adults.
Shit either.
Well, no, but, like, she's around adults.
Probably grandpa.
Probably grandpa.
I'm just kidding. But no. So she's been getting put in timeout because she'll say shit.
But it's funny, like, how she says it because she's, like, so mad and frustrated.
Like the other day when I don't even remember what I didn't do for her. But
you want to give her the cinnamon.
When I gave her the cinnamon, she had already dumped. She was cooking and I was being a fun mom and I let her have some spices that she literally completely dumped in the pan that she was making some food for. But then I was like, drew the line at cinnamon because it was almost gone and we use a lot of cinnamon, the oatmeal and stuff.
Yeah.
And so she came up to me and like throws her hands and says, "You're shit." I'm like,
but she's like so
mad.
And she has a lisp, which makes it like even cuter.
I just can't. I'm like, that's where I'm like,
I mean, I'm
disciplining,
dying
laughing. Yeah. But no, this is where it's not okay. Because it's like one thing to, no, it's not okay to say it to your mom. But we were in the car the other day and when you were trying to help her with the candy cane that she didn't need, but you were giving it to her and you broke it.
I know.
And you tried to give it to her and she's like, "You're shit. You're shit." We do not call Shelly shit.
But then she also is like, Jovi is so funny because, well, she has like such a good personality, but like she'll like do something bad. And then once she's calmed down, she'll be like, "I said shit.
Yeah.
I said it." And she like just like admits to everything. And then anytime I let her do something that like, not like she's not supposed to do, but like, or like I let her, I don't know, do something stupid that she's...
Eat the Smarties after I told her not to.
Yeah, stuff like that. She's like, "Don't tell my mom, Kay. Don't tell my mom." And she says that every single time. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to tell her. And then you walk in, she's like, "I ate the Smarties." I'm like, girl.
That carries on for her whole life.
Yeah, like, she's very, it's like she wants to be rebellious, but then she...
has a great heart.
She has a great heart.
What a little sweetheart.
And then she always confesses. Mm-hmm. I think that if we were going to like pick a child of yours to be any sort of like rebellious, Frankie,
the middle one,
like the middle child. Mm-hmm. We have to do bold things to get noticed.
The middle children.
Yeah.
I think birth order is like so true.
I think it's so true. I think it has like for sure. Okay. Let's look up like what
birth order is. And clearly you're the middle child in your family. And it's pretty clear that I'm the youngest child in my family.
For sure you.
Okay.
For sure. And then her and Greg combo is like,
yeah, we're both
comical.
Well, because I feel like
comical.
I think that probably that's, I wonder if there's like can you look up if there's, like, I would guess, I don't know if it's more common that like third kids would be married to each other, or if there's like a best combo most likely to make it, like oldest with youngest, or like both youngest, or does it not matter at all?
Wait, what do you mean?
Like in marriage. Like, is one combo better than the other? Or it probably just depends on the people.
Probably, yeah. Or I don't know.
Like, are Greg and I going to survive third children syndrome together? We've made it.
Mainly it's just like funny.
Fine. Yeah. It's definitely like there's things that we both are like such third children on.
Yes. Sorry, I'm trying to look this up because I want to see if it gives like specific.
I think it does.
I know. I'm trying to see. Let's see. I have 3 older siblings and then 1 younger, but as far as like growing up consistently, I was just with my older brother and younger sister.
Yeah.
So I consider myself a middle child.
And I feel like your family dynamic even is like very similar. Like your brother and your sister is like the same as like my kids.
Yes.
Like Nash and then Frankie and Jovi.
Okay, here we go.
What'd you find?
Let's see. If this is boring, I'll stop talking. But it says,
You're really making people wait, Shelly.
I know. I'm so sorry. Okay. So Oldest children are thought to have these personality traits: assertive, cautious, conscientious, determined, entitled, perfectionist, responsible, rule follower, hardworking, high achieving. Firstborns are more likely to be the boss.
That makes
Oldest children are smarties. It's like Allie. She's a smarty. Firstborns are...
It was Allie and not Sammy because they're actually twins, so they're the same age.
Allie and I had this conversation like a month ago because I know she came out first, and we talked about this, so thank you. But Allie is like so studious and so smart. And like I remember when we used to like make her speed read. Remember? She could read so freaking fast.
Does that.
Like she's, Firstborns are responsible. Oldest children are closer to mom. Says they tend to be more...
because you like had the mom's attention
for like...
first.
Yeah. Firstborns may get sent to the principal's office more.
Okay.
It says.
It's Nash. 3.
Okay. Middle children.
What she got?
Adaptable. Difficulty sticking up for themselves. Easygoing. Friend-focused. Independent. Mature. Peacemaker. People pleaser. Strong social skills. Team player.
Jeez, that is you.
Oh,
you are a middle child to a T.
Middle children look...
Minus the mature.
Well, I think that fits in pretty well.
No, but remember like when we were with like...
I know.
And we're like laughing about stuff and we're like, we're like
so
really immature.
I know. Sometimes I like...
we like catch up myself like with you in a group and I'm like... Oh,
or like we'll say
it back.
One of us will say something and then the other one's dying and people are like, oh.
Like, yeah. It's fine. That's why we get along so well because we have our own humor.
Middle children look to sibs for a shoulder to cry on. They may be more reserved. Middle children are grown up.
Grown up?
Yeah, like they...
Like from the start. Like they feel like they have to like...
think more adult-like.
Okay.
In order to be a good example for their younger sibling.
Oh,
I feel like
that's
Frankie. True.
And you.
They care about fairness. That's for sure, Frankie.
Yeah. Yes.
And
literally, somebody will eat one thing. Like,
yeah,
they had this.
Yeah,
that's so true.
And middle children are loyal.
Okay. What about us youngsters?
Okay. Attention seeking. Charming, dependent.
It's so true.
I'm literally thinking of you and Carly. Having a best friend who's the youngest and then having a little sister who's your best friend is like the combo.
Like, you'll like tell me things that like of like Carly and I'm like, yeah, I really understand like that.
You're like, I see the other side.
I understand
heavily. Funny, outgoing, rebellious.
Risk not rebellious.
Yeah, risk taking, self-centered.
I am not self-centered.
And Willy? I don't know. Willy. W-I-L-Y.
What's willy-nilly mean?
I don't know. Entrepreneurial.
Entrepreneurial.
I can't say that word. You know what I meant. They're resilient, business-minded. Youngest children are funny. They're explorers. Youngest born kids think they're the favorite.
100%. Well, it's true.
You're like, that's a fact.
It's funny though, like that's all like makes a lot of sense.
The thing is, though, I feel like for sure it all describes you, but a lot of it, like for Greg, I'm trying to think. Do you feel like all of that describes him too?
No, but I'm also wondering because like his, he is sort of, I would think, has like
he's like
slight
a little
like only child
syndrome
a little bit because the gap between like him and his middle brother are like 5.5 years
because they were out at college for a long time, or like
so he might have some only child syndrome too in him, but he definitely has
he's like a mix.
Child.
He has a mix, I think, for sure.
But yeah, it is funny like being married to another youngest.
Yeah,
sometimes we don't thrive,
or like it's like who's gonna take charge and get stuff done.
But we both do that in different ways. We have like different roles. I feel like in the house that we like. Or we don't let like stuff slide by.
No. I was thinking of like in like a social situation, but
yeah,
I guess maybe more just like your guys' interactions and stuff are funny sometimes.
We interact really well. Okay.
No, you guys do.
Please stop hating on us.
But I also feel like your kids fit into those For sure, Frankie as the middle.
Yeah. And Jovi, I would say. And then Nash for the most part.
Yeah, I guess it does. Which is so funny that it's like that.
That is funny.
Or that it's like it's such a strong correlation.
Yeah. I should probably have a fourth kid to see what happens.
Yeah, you should. Please do.
No,
it's so sad to think that like little Jovi's the last one.
Is it? Well,
it is.
Have a kid. You don't have any.
Oh, cool. Who should impregnate me?
A lot of people would be willing to.
So I should just pick one.
We'll take takers for the next episode.
Oh my god.
If you would like to
what? I cannot.
Like turkey baster. Like donor.
Oh my god.
I mean, there would be a lot of volunteers, but they probably wouldn't want just the turkey baster option.
Well, and yeah, I mean,
whatever. This topic is irrelevant.
I don't know. I think my time is done for kids.
Do you actually think you're not having kids? Or you're fine with it?
I am fine with it. I've like come to accept it. That if I don't have a kid, then I just like consider your kids my kids.
Well, I do already. Actually, like if you don't have kids, obviously I want you to have kids, but if you don't, one thing is that it's like a bonus for me. Mm-hmm. I feel like if you have somebody like a best friend that you're like so close to and your kids are so close to, I'm really hoping that works in my favor as far as like they like you more than they like me, you know? Mm-hmm. And I feel like especially the girls as they get older and like if there's something that they did or like don't want to talk to me about, if they would like come to you and talk to you and then you obviously tell me.
Well, just joking.
You know?
Yeah.
But I feel like that's
I feel like for sure Frankie. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, Jovi too, I guess. Yeah. Both of them.
Or like that they feel like they could come to you about stuff that they might not feel like they could come to me about.
Yeah.
But I'm like such a cool mom, so I don't know why they wouldn't come to me. I'm like so chill.
I was talking to, first of all, I posted on Instagram today. Like I grabbed Frank's from Kenz and I just like took her with me on some errands. And I like was posting it on my story and I put kidnapped her and then Instagram like flagged me.
Yeah. Because you're probably like out for arrest.
I know. So I was like, oh my gosh. But anyways, so I kidnapped her.
She's back.
She's back safely. But it's funny just like having little one-on-one conversations with them because I was like, Frankie like hates boys right now. Like she hates boys. She won't even talk about them. She says she knows none of the boys' names in her class. Like she's very anti-boy. So it's fun to like tease her about it a little bit. And so I'm asking her like when she thinks she'll be into boys, you know, and she says 60 when I'm 60. Okay. And I said, what's the youngest age? And she's like, 25. I was like, okay, that's a good age. That's fine. I told her that's a good age to start liking boys. Yeah. Like she's 25. Yeah. I was like, yeah, girl, that's perfect. But then also I was like, she's going
to be the one that's like loves the boys in high school.
Well, she's so freaking cute. All the boys are going to love her. So I was telling her, I was like, well, you know, probably quite a few of Nash's friends are going to think you're cute. Which is probably so true. She was disgusted. She was like mortified. She's like, oh my gosh, that's so gross.
Yeah.
Like she thought it was like so nasty. But I feel like that's probably pretty true.
Yeah.
Maybe. Or maybe she'll have a crush on one of his friends and he'll be like, oh my gosh.
It'll probably go both ways.
Yeah.
Probably more likely that she has a crush on one of his friends because they're going to be like a little older.
Yeah.
Or she'll really blossom over summer and go to school and then... Actually, they're not even that much different in age.
No.
2 years.
Like, they'll go to every school together.
And they're only, like, grade-wise 1 year apart.
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously, they'll know a ton of the same people. And, like, they're... Speaking of kids...
Who's calling my name right now?
Nashi.
Where is the father figure?
I think there's football on.
He's probably in the garage with Jet.
Watching football. Maybe.
Where are the girls?
Playing football.
Maybe. Joey better not be asleep. And she's potty training. So.
Oh, yeah. She's doing such a good job. She's so excited when she poops on the toilet.
I know, but she pooped her pants today again. But she literally like had a ball of poop in her pants. And I thought she put something down her pants. I'm like, what's in your pants? I'm like feeling it. It's like a ball of hard poop. It's like, oh. Okay. She's doing good though. She
gets so excited when she goes. Team Try.
Yes.
She's so cute.
So cute. Is there anything else we want to talk about today?
I don't know.
I was talk about how great of a friend you are.
Oh,
you know, sometimes I feel like I'm like driving down the road This is a true story. And this happened the other day.
Based on a true story.
Based on a true story. Based on real events. And I was like, I'm just like so lucky to have you as a friend. I'm not even kidding. Like, it's like the best having somebody that you literally like. I mean, the amount that we talk and like every time we leave somewhere, we call the other person or like
literally
don't. It's like,
why didn't you?
Yeah. Or like if you don't text me back in 20 minutes because you're obviously in the shower for 40. But like, it's just like really nice to have somebody that like, is going to, just be there all the time.
Yeah. Well, I feel the same way.
So lucky.
But I feel like it's very, I was thinking about this the other day. I'm not just going to say this because you were.
Based on true events.
But I can't imagine, which I truly feel like a lot of people don't have this, but like having somebody that I literally tell everything or you can tell anything to. And then like there's no, what am I trying to say? Oh, like no like judgment or like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people don't have that.
I know. How did we get to this point, though? Like, how are we so close?
I mean, I feel like a lot of it has to do with, like...
And you're the middle child.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I think...
you, like, take care of me. Like, I'm your child sometimes.
But vice versa.
When necessary.
Yeah. And I feel like it has a lot to do with meeting in a sport.
Screaming now. I feel like there is something... She's not happy. You say she sounds happy?
Well, she did for a second.
I think I hear big
she's like,
steps with Greg.
Yeah, I think she's like, now she's crying. Now she doesn't want to.
Oh, shit. Anyways, back to us. I feel like it does. I think there is probably something to meeting in a sport, like college sport.
Yeah.
Because you're just bonded like quickly from, or like you're a team player. Mm-hmm. And then like, obviously we had like life events happen, mainly you.
Which I think that's like huge.
Yeah. But I just feel really lucky.
Same.
To have you by my side.
And also...
I'll be there.
In the highs and lows?
Yeah.
Shoot, what was I going to say? Oh, throughout our friendship, we've really like adapted to like who that other person needed us to be. Which is true like, in like, any type of a relationship.
Agreed. But even like when you were in your relationship that I didn't agree with...
Yeah.
You didn't just... Did you?
Yeah.
And then when I
like
got married,
even yeah, or like when you became a mom, or like just different phases.
Embraced motherhood.
Yeah.
Also, I will say though, as a mom, one of like the best things is like having a friend, which it's usually a friend that doesn't have kids because
they're more free.
But like, it's like the best. It's because if you think about it, like sometimes they say like motherhood is like lonely because it's like you have your kids, but it's like. As far as like just, but like when I think about it, like when you're not working, we're like always together.
Yeah.
So I'm never lonely.
You always have somebody.
Yeah, it's the best thing ever.
Because Greg doesn't count you.
So well, no, Greg obviously counts, but it's just different. He's like, if he's at work all day, like midday.
The friend, yeah.
Yeah. So I highly recommend finding a best friend who's a nurse.
Who's a nurse?
Because you have flexible hours.
Oh, I was like, you just like, because I'm a nurse.
No,
I'm just joking.
For the hours.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's great.
And then like, if we can just, do some business things together, then it's even more fun.
Yes. Anyways. Which, even being able to do that, like have a relationship that's like.
Yeah. Well, like, and we know that we would never like backstab the other or like we're always going to be friends.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like we've gone through pretty much, obviously not everything that you can go through. I mean, there's a lot of hard things that you can go through.
Right.
But we've gone through like a lot of them.
Proven to stick by each other's sides.
Mm-hmm.
It's great.
It's really great. Yeah.
You, Shell. You're just the best ever. Anyways, too less to be stressed. Really grateful for you.
Yes. The same.
Mic drop.
Same.
I'm just kidding. But
Ditto.
Well, I should really go see what's wrong with my third child, attention-seeking child.
Attention-seeking. I don't hear Frankie, so
she's probably singing in her room or playing school.
Probably. So studious, us middle children.
Just kidding. Anyways, okay. Well, thanks for joining us on the Effortless Podcast today, and join us next week for more. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share with your friends.